Yes, my dear friends, you're right. They did it again. And this time they took the Goddard, one from the next generation shuttles. Yeah, and of course some of you guessed right, these people are much older than they should have been when they were living after the fact that Captain Picard has retired. But the thing is, time travel does exist. And they simply went on a Tachyon beam just to go to the future to nick the Goddard in this case. And as you can see, they also can't fly this one. So there might be hope, but let's see. In the end, we're talking here about the Brixx Pro as the set with the number 104182. It's a Star Trek set from the next generation period. So that's the Picard period. It's a Type 6 shuttlecraft and of course it's called Goddard. And all we know from that is that it has 548 pieces. And of course, since it's a Brixx Pro set, it's made by Xingbao, and as we know it's a Star Trek set, we know that it has no stickers, it is all prints what you can see here. But looking at the box here, it's nothing real special for the series. Yeah, we got the Captain Picard corner there and the front side, and we got our ship. On the back we got a ship again. This time it would have been nice if they had put some of the play features in here, but since it is really not a play set, it's not too bad. Now we have the instructions here. These are typically for Xingbao. These are sectored, I guess there are 2 sectors in here, and the steps are numbered within the sector. So you don't get a total step number except you counting them. There's also everything grayed out, it's already built, and we got a lot of sub-assemblies there. Apart from that, it's not too complicated, it's a bit smaller than with Lego, and there's a bit more pieces in every step, but I guess you're gonna get that. And since the set is vastly symmetrical, please do consider the 2 times and 4 times and 3 times that is printed in there, since you don't want to build things 2 times. In the end, we got 30 pages here of building material, and this last thing you gonna produce is the stand for the big print. Yeah, it's a printed 6x6 tile. And after that you get a parts list which also features all the printed pieces. So let's have a look at the set. As I said, there are no stickers here, they're just prints, and they're prints having motifs going over more than one tile, and they're intelligent enough spaced that they work perfectly even if they go several tiles here. The exception here are the figurines. Of course, they are not part of the set, since you know, Brixx, Lego, minifigs, all the shenanigans, so that's the problem. Yes, and I did do this tile the wrong way around, just to see if you spot it. And then the big play feature, you can open the back door. And in there we'll find our other figurines that are not part of the set, but they seat well. And if you want to see them, here I'll put a bit of light on them. But if you really want to see them or the interior here, we need to open the roof, which is much easier than with the Galileo that we had in the last adventure of our Chaos troop here. After opening the roof you see the first 4 figs, and once you also opened the front you can see the other ones, again with a lot of prints there in the cockpit. And also there's a lot of tiles in there. There are just enough studs to put a figurine here and there, and of course putting them in the chairs, but there's studs there, but there are tiles also, so good thing. So let's have a look inside without the figurines, so removing them. Yeah, my fingers are not the best tool to do that. And there we see that we got a bench or bench seats in the back and normal seats in the front, so everything fine. Just put the roof back on there. And yes, that also works much better than with the other older shuttle. Mainly since here you also have the opportunity to get a spot where you can support this thing so that you really can push the pieces together well without having to undo something else in the process. And then let's open the set from the back side, of course, since in most of the Xingbao sets there are trays inside, and normally those trays are on their heads if you put the box in the right way. So put the box on its face, open the box and remove the tray with all the good stuff inside. In there you'll find the good stuff. Didn't I say that already? Anyway. The first bag you see includes also the front window for the cockpit, and despite not being in a separate bag, it survived pretty well, so no problems there. The own bag on the other hand got the big 6x6 tile with the display informations, so this also survived very well in there. Then you got your sections and your bags for your sections, just the normal stuff. You also get for the back door some of the equipment frames that are used in there. You might already spotted them. And last but not least, you got your instructions there, and that's it. And since we're in the building phase, what do I think of that thing? It's not the first set that was shown here on this channel that refers to this series from Brixx. To me, it's the most stable set here. It's not that I wouldn't appreciate the looks of the other ones. I do, and even the older shuttle is more my cup of tea, so to speak, but this one really builds fine. And if you really want to start with a set that does build fine, use this one, not the other ones. So if you really want to have something that builds really fine because you're coming from Kobe or something like that and need to be a bit careful with your fingers, so this is fine. This doesn't need any glue. This can be given to a kid without destroying it immediately. It's not just done for display purposes. Okay, it is just done for display purposes, but it could be repurposed here, which also means that is the thing that this set doesn't want to be. It is a display set, it is for adults, for people who know about the series, for Star Trek fans, and for Star Trek fans that want to build their own sets. And this does it very well. That it could be a play set doesn't mean it has to be, but it has some merit in the children's department here, since it won't fall apart if you look at it. And therefore it's also very well for pieces. If you want to use it, go ahead. If you really need those printed pieces, go ahead. If you don't really need printed pieces, take another set since they are too expensive. And that's it for this video. If you like what you have seen, please press the like button. If you didn't like what you have seen, please comment me that. And if you really want to see something like this every week, please subscribe. So have fun building, have fun watching, and see you.